k elements. So we have been given an array, nums of array, and an integer. We have to return the k most frequent element, and we can return answer in any order. So there is a very simple solution for that. Before trying to give you an explanation, if somebody wants to use that solution, they are pretty much allowed to do that. I don't see any problem in it. So you can use the counter. This is available in Python. It creates a nums to frequency, and then we can return. So for number and their count in answer dot, there is a most common implementation k that you can use it, and this is a list comprehension, and you have to return the number. So let's select that. This is just to show you that this solution is very simple and it can be done very easily. So what we have done is we now have to figure out how can we build this most common on our own. Python gives us, but let's try to understand how on our own can we build something. So what they are doing essentially is sorting the frequency, but which is n log of n. So instead of sorting by frequency, we can use something which is called bucket sort. The idea is we first count the frequency of all element using the hash map. Here you are allowed to use counter if you want. Then we create an array of buckets where index represents the frequency. See, these are numbers. Based on the index, it will represent the frequency. So for example, 3 index, frequency 3 will have 1. So that's the idea. And each bucket contains a list of number that has frequency. And finally we iterate through. So we are going to do it in a 2 pass through high to low frequency and collect the k element. So this is the idea. So for example, this is our nums array, and this is, we have to return k topmost, so 2 topmost. And then let's first try to make our frequency map. Since now we have seen only 1 and 2, let's make it 3. Now 2 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 1. So this is our frequency map. We have built our frequency map, and now we can create our bucket sort. So frequency 3, at 3 index we are going to place 1, at 2 index we are going to place 2, and at 1 index we are going to place 3. So index is frequency and this is count. These buckets we have created, sorted. It's very easy to do that in code as well. Once we are done, now we have to retrieve the answer. We'll start from the reverse of this frequency array, and we are going to we are going to check for the frequency of 2. What we have found is 1. So adding, we are going to return 1 to the result, and we need to collect one more. So we are again trying to collect one more. So added 2 to the result. So our total collection is same equals to the k that we are looking for. So that's why we are going to return. These are the top 2 frequency elements that we have seen. And now this is a good one, but now let's try to build it from scratch. So as we have seen in the animation, first we are going to make the frequency array. So let's make an index 2 length of nums, and we are, since we need the last one as well, so we have to use +1. Now let's build it. For n in nums, and we can count the n is equals to 1 plus. You should become very habitual of doing this if you practice. This is something, this loop only does one thing, it creates the frequency. Now we are going to create the bucket sort. So now we are going to for number and their count in count.items, and then we are going to fill this frequency array. And what we are going to do here is frequency q, the index is count, so that we have done append the number. That's it. Now we just have to collect our results. So we are going to go in the reverse order. Frequency -1, 0, -1. So this is the reverse iteration in Python. For n in frequency of that number, we are going to append it that many times. And if in this case our result become equals to k, then we are going to return the result. And okay, sorry, there was an extra comma over there. So this also works fine. What we have just done, we have implemented the Python's most common one even more efficiently. Thank you. Enjoyed this problem? There are hundreds more completely free, no login needed. Head over to codedive.n and start solving today.